Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Coach Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. And just a single game trip away from Cleveland for the Cavaliers. Now, here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Suggs looking around. Hunter the screen. Mobley wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Mobley's got the first bucket of the game with the three for Cleveland. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Too open that time, made it look too easy.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Great to see Mobley knocking down the mid-range, continuing to improve that part of his game.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The kick out to Mobley. The rebound by the Spurs. Barnes outside and stolen by Hunter. Here's Okoro. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Suggs. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And a miss there on the triple. And here is Fox. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, a screen. Mobley with the block.
Now, this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
Now, here's Suggs. Jacks up a three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Count the basket.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom five defense to a top five defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Now, here's Suggs. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Back to Mobley. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Wembanyama. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy
right.
that good.
Back to Suggs. In the corner, it's Hunter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's San Antonio now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. There's a screen. Thomas, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Suggs. No good with the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Thomas. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly, and he's always looking for little ways to improve.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Pass to Thomas. Back to Sohan. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Here's Alvarado. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Garland. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
In the corner, Sohan with it. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Sohan's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Wagner. From deep. The rebound by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Kicks it out to Wagner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wagner's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Well, nice pass there, setting up Wagner in a good position.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
Garland with the bucket.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Wagner. Back to Garland. Another shot. Fires for 3. And it's Kelishvili with the rebound. Here's McLaughlin. Scoreless thus far. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. And it's Wagner missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Sohan.
Wow, Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Pass to Wagner. Kicks it out to Garland. It's Strus on the wing. And the three ball is good. Strus has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Kelishvili. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Back to Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around. And it's Alvarado in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Sohan. Buries it down low. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Back to Garland. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Fox with it. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that, my friends, is a dagger on the way to the locker room. That three-pointer stings when it comes right at the end of the half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Now, here's Suggs. Back to Mobley. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Jones looking for an opening. Back to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Suggs. Rebound, San Antonio.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Inside. And Mobley throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. A 3 from Wembanyama. Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Suggs with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. The 11-footer. Mobley misses. Pass to Castle. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama up in the rafters.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Here's Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Mobley outside. Pass to Suggs. beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's just a 4-point Spurs lead.
And you know, Suggs seems to be shooting it with more confidence now, especially from deep.
Now, Okoro. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. To the inside. Wembanyama. That one's off. Still out of sync. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Here's Jones. Over Barnes. Mobley inside. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Suggs. Connects from three-point range. Suggs has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Cavs. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Here's Garland. 7 points in the game. 1:19 left to play here in the third. Pass to Strus. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Barnes. Yep, it counts. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
And Wagner has it in the corner. And another miss by Cleveland.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Wembanyama. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wembanyama's got 8 here in the quarter. Garland with it. Now guarded by Fox. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Spurs making a change here. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the screen. Kicks it out to Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wagner. This one for 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Makes it off the glass. Thomas got 7.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
36.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. San Antonio leading by 7. Outside, Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his 3-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Now Fox. Pass to Thomas. Shoots it. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Thomas got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Hunter. Here's Mobley. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Outside Thomas. The 3. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama. Fades. Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Fox with the steal. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, it's hard to miss Wembanyama with that pass. That's a long target.
And that one's good. Suggs.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Back to Vassell. Stolen by Jones. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. That one goes in.
Well, Hunter really made the effort there to get back and finish the break strong.
Barnes the screen. Here's Fox. Plays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
In the corner, Okoro with it. Pass to Suggs. And here is Mobley. In the corner, Okoro with it. 4 on the clock. Now, here's Hunter. Oh, good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Vassell, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Okoro. Hands it from downtown.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
So it's the Cavaliers now. Mobley outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Castle. .107 left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama with it. Guarded by Hunter. It's good.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Suggs. San Antonio with the rebound. And that one's good. Wembanyama. And it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so here's Cleveland.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean,